like, hello, good afternoon, be good. So I have to be careful because I just repainted my background because I'm not gonna do it, Sonia. I'm not gonna do it because the background had a flower on it and it was driving me crazy. So yeah, it's kind of like me. I need to learn not to say grab all the time. Just is what it is. All right, let's put some paint on here. Let's go with the light yellow first. Just gonna, I don't know. I know. I can't help myself. Let's put the yellow in. Gotta stick some glycerin on my brush. Just kind of a little bit so I can just move this paint around and keep it wet for a few minutes longer. So I'm adding this bright yellow in here first. So a little black. Oh, it's Kaya. So I'm bumping into black on my. I'm gonna have to stick something behind that, or I'm gonna keep getting black all over everything. There. Nice. Got black on everything. I got this weird color because black's got blue in it, and now my yellow turned to a green. That's okay. Should have let the black dry before I started painting, but you know, it is what it is. Gonna grab. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the medium cad yellow. This is gonna bounce, so it's gonna annoy me, and it's gonna annoy you worse. So. Just putting in a background. I'm actually going to switch to a sienna, but I want these brighter colors in here first. Swap in some white in a few spots. Tuck my brush in some white. Go into the sienna. I don't know, touch of white on the corner. Yep, it probably does. Now it's going to be covered in paint. Hi, Jessica. This poor brush is going to be so tired. Hi, Aurora. How are you? Hope you're staying warm, dry. Gonna do this angle here. We've used this color quite a bit lately in the last few paintings, previously to the flower and stuff. Sonia. Well, stay dry. We have snow. Lots and lots of snow. Lots of snow. Yep, I did. Pressurized pressurized the crankcase, which was blowing oil out of it as the crankcase vent was plugged up. It's old, you know. So I cleaned out the crankcase breather, drilled out the vent on the fuel tank so I got better fuel flow. And it'll probably, yep, of course. I believe so. No, not so much on a snowblower because of, but kind of sort of like that, yeah. Or my favorite saying, a PVC valve. Just think it's so funny. I got a bad PVC valve. Well, okay. Call a plumber. Hey, what's going on? Where were you a little while ago? Twisted V twin. And my snowblower stopped on me and just kept dying, and then it started spitting oil out of the crankcase. Come to find out, it wasn't venting, so it was building pressure inside. And then my fuel tank, my gas cap, fuel cap, the vent was plugged up somehow. So it wasn't, once it built up pressure for a few minutes because of the heat on the engine, it was locking up my my engine would stop getting fuel. Yeah, we got a lot. We have 12 inches at least. You guys don't usually get that much down that way. You guys must be really not happy about that much snow. I heard you guys got quite a bit. Luckily, I still remember how to turn wrenches. Ice. No, not good. Ice is bad. Ice is worse. That's always nice. That makes for really nice driving and great snowblowing or plowing. Because then you try to push and it kind of hangs up. Alright, so we're putting that brown. See, I put the brown down here because if I had put the yellow all the way down, the blue that I'm going to add would turn completely into greens. So you gotta add a blue. It's still gonna. Wow. Yeah, that's not good. I'm still gonna get a little green color. That's a lot of ice. We've had that a few years ago. Gonna still get a little green color right here, but it's not gonna be as noticeable. It's gonna look more of an aqua color. Yeah, I was hanging out in your chat the other day. I just wasn't saying much because you had a lot of people hanging out and chatting with you. Your panels are getting busy. I'll say the other day. It was longer than that, but you know what I'm saying. So just kind of blend that out a little bit right there because we're going to need to kind of bring in some white. We got to kind of. It's hard for me sometimes hanging out in mechanics and stuff because I still badly want to get back. Hey, Dale.
Said I hash. The RVDJ. Said hey Dill. Passion for art. Said hey Dill.
I brought that 2 or 3 swipes up a little bit further than I really wanted to, but that's okay. We're going to add in some trees back here. So we'll go with let's go with that one.
Said hey, yo.
I gotta grab another brush. It's down here.
Said hi, Dill.
We just don't use this much, but I think today is a good day to break it out. As Sonya's about to see a brush that she's never seen. Actually, everybody's about to see one they've never seen. This is a number 5 round coarse hair. I don't use it very often because they're a little harder to get now.
The RVDJ. Said is that one of the new ones?
No, it's a very old one actually. It's just never been used much. I'm just gonna bring that in there. Maybe we'll bring that up just a tiny bit on this side. Kind of up here. I know you're looking at that going, it's kind of a weird beginning, but don't worry, relax, we'll get there. Go a little lighter, touch lighter. A few little spots in here. Don't want too light, I just need to lighten a couple little spots. Tiny little color change. Now I'm going to go a little darker into the umbers. We'll get that down in there. Probably come back and put a little bit down in there.
DJ. Said, are you making scribble trees?
Yep. Minus the fingers. Put this down here, right on the bottom. Go back in there. There you go. Steps. Sometimes it takes a bunch. We'll get there. I'll go darker. Ooh, we didn't put any of that in here. It's kind of hard to go darker when you don't have any darker on your page. What do I have? Okay. As much as I've been trying to avoid using black lately, I like using Payne's Gray just because I like the tone it produces. But I need it to be darker, so let's add a little bit of that to that. We're adding a tiny touch of black to my burnt umber, which is brown. So I have this really dark brown.
Said, can I see the tip of that brush, please?
And we'll just kind of drop these in here and just don't be afraid to kind of throw some darks and get some lights back there and some darks in the front, so I got that shadow in the front of it, you know. And I'll get this down here. Probably throw in some tree branches.
Said, okay. I don't have one of those.
No, probably not. You can get one. Gotta be careful of them. The boar's head ones. I mean, the boar's hair. It's just a little rough. Sometimes you gotta be careful with them. Hog hair bristles, because they will spit out on you if you're not careful. And I'll just do that number. Rinse that off. Let's grab a little liner brush, maybe. No, let's go with this 1/2 inch flat. Let's go with the 1/2 inch flat. That's tiny bit of white, just a little, just enough to kind of put in the idea. You can do it with your knife if you want to. It's totally up to you. I'm basically just bringing back in the canvas color in the back. We'll just kind of bring these up in there. So you get all those trees in there. I'll just that brush won't work. That brush is too soft to do that. It's a very soft bristled brush. Go back into our bigger brush. I'll kind of just fade out the bottom. Kind of just really touch it. You could do the same thing with your fingers, I suppose, if you wanted to, but I just don't feel like it. Now on this side, we're going to change it up to a bigger brush. Same type of deal though. Just bigger trees. Kind of the same order almost. I think we're going to add just a tiny touch of orange to it to get it a little different color though. You need to stay still or you're going to drive me crazy. And we're going to bring that right down in here. Because that's just what my brain's telling me to do. I'll bring that down in there like that. And color number 1. I'll go back into the darker, the sienna. Can barely notice a difference. I'm not washing my brush, going into the brown. I need just a tiny touch of white. Water. Get a little movement in that brush. And we'll just kind of throw a couple of these up in here. Go a little darker down the bottom. Now I'll rinse it because we're going to go into a tiny touch of white. And grab my yellow ochre. Grabbing. Yep, I'm grabbing, Sonia. Right, grab yellow ochre because we're going to put these in here. Yeah, like that type of deal. Just kind of tap those in here like that. And this will probably be a two-parter, so I probably won't be able to get it all finished today, but we can go back in and maybe put a couple of those in here. Like that. Now we're going to go even darker. I'm going to go into that dark color, the black with the umber. That dark, kind of dark color. Drop that right in the bottom down here. Right on that dark edge. That's the shadow for what we're creating. I'll just bring it on down a little bit. And maybe come down this way. And just pull everything up. That'll give the illusion of grass and branches and what have you, without actually taking the time to paint every single one. You know? You can go ahead and put a couple more in if you want to. Don't freak out because, there's weeds growing up in places, so. Now we'll grab the big brush. Cobalt blue. go dark. I'm just gonna do it a light color, but probably I want it like this. And go wider, get wider.
The RV DJ said I see the thirds we were talking about.
Kind of broken up, huh? I'll go in a little gray because of we're gonna assume that maybe light is over here because it's brighter. We'll come up this side. We're gonna come up right here with something anyway. And kind of come up on this one. Don't be afraid to just stick in a few little branches here and there. It's not going to hurt anything. Let's wipe off that brush and kind of just remove that little chunk that was bothering me into there. Grab a little brown, a little gray, a little black. And we'll just kind of come up like this. And we'll kind of start halfway and we'll get that a little bigger down there. You know, kind of that type of deal. Let's just kind of bring it around. And they kind of do that. Well, to all our friends in the South, be very careful with that ice. That's so dangerous. I mean, snow's bad, but ice isn't very forgiving. Doesn't care who you are. And now we're going to go into that and going to go a little bit of white into that gray color that we were painting here. Go a tiny bit darker. That's why I had to swipe it out just a little bit. Rinse the brush. Get it nice and smooth. And
Del Holly said I love ice storms.
that's a good if you're kind of driving them. And we're going to switch over to a different brush. We're going to actually pull all these with our finger, but soften them up a little. And
Dill hole. Said well, I fix wrecked cars so.
yeah, that's true. For you, it just means money. That is true. Kind of sort of forget about that, which is weird because I'm pretty good about not forgetting about things like that. Got a tree. Now, this isn't supposed to be water. It's supposed to be stopping right here. So I need to darken that up there just a tiny bit more. Got a little bit light on me. Oops, a little bit of water. Kind of like that. Maybe we'll even go a little. You know what? Let's take a little blue, tiny touch of blue, and throw it in with this yellow up here. We'll just change this up just a tiny bit. Nice dark green. Something like that. I'll just do that number. And we'll even we're grabbing. Grab some phthalo, throw it in with our other green. Let's get a green. Let's go green. Get that green in there. This might take 6 years to do it, but hey, whatever. I'll get it done. Don't be afraid to change your thought halfway through. I wanted everything to be kind of a brown sienna color, which is kind of a yellowy brown. That's okay. Just kind of bring that in there. We'll change the season just a tiny bit here. I could do this by adding yellow to my green I just made, but we're going to kind of noises. We're going to kind of cheat and use our fan brush with some bright green lime tree. We're just tapping them in. We'll get brighter in a few spots here. A little bit right in there, maybe a little bit right over here. And we'll just kind of pull it up. And when we get down here, we'll get even brighter. Go in a little bit of yellow. And we'll go right ahead and throw some grasses right in here. Maybe there's some really long grass. Pull that down there. Rinse off our brush really quick here and kind of just get that edge green. Make a green edge. Grab our blue, darker blue. We'll put the darker blue right in here. Because we changed where we were going, so I'm going to grab a little bit of white. And we'll just blend that out. Rinse, water. And just kind of rinse that down. And we can grab into the white. We're grabbing again. Yep, that's what we're doing. And we're going to go right nice right in here. And we're going to go ahead and kind of do another one of these. And I see what something's coming into view for me. And I see it right there. Alright, so let's grab a little brush. And I can see right where it goes. It comes right out of here. Comes right across here. And it kind of works its way over here. So that way, comes in right here. We'll go into the blues, a little white. And we're okay there. We're just gonna this type of deal. We're barely touching in the blues. Just want it to be a hint of and that last little bit is kind of the important part, but we'll get to that in a second. We'll come in right here. We'll kind of do that number, come down. Like right here, kind of go that way. Right here. Come down. I'll grab the other little brush with the little prickly bristles, the different one that I was playing with a little while ago, but I'll just kind of do that number. You and then we'll just tap that. Gotta get that just flowing just a little bit more. So like that. We'll go into that green, touch of brown. That type of deal. Put that in there like that. And some really bright green.
DJ. Said rolling on the floor laughing.
There we go. Now because we have that green in there, and we have brown over here, probably going to want to put in a couple of these in here. Kind of bring that number like that and that. Go, kind of bring everything to kind of together. We'll just kind of toss that in there like that. Don't be afraid to add where maybe it has a little something in here. Maybe it needs a dark tree. Yep, maybe it does. What kind of one of these numbers right here? Oh heck. Why not, right? We can do that. Get as many or as few trees as you want to add. And they're pretty easy. You just grab a little brown, a little black. You can swipe and look green if you feel like it. And if you feel you need to add one, just go right ahead and just kind of tap one in there. That type of deal. Don't overthink them. It's not going to care. It really won't care. As much as we want it to care, it's not going to care what we do. And then if you want, because that's there, you just look at it and you kind of do that dark edge right in here because all that stuff is dark. You can even go darker because I need to go darker. Let's go blue, darker. So, be nothing over there, be a little bit of bushing right in here. The bushies in here, maybe a little reflection from that, maybe a little something like right on this edge. Maybe a little bit right in here. Rinse that off. I'm almost done. We're almost done. Just, there we go. Right there. Just put in a couple little. And pull that out that way. Like so. And that's it. Don't have red at all. We'll probably work on this a little bit more, but just in case we don't get back to it. We need to add this. Like that. Oh, bird's in there. I put the bird in. Weren't you paying attention? Sonia will look like this. That's what the kit will look like. It'll come in a rolled up white thing. Not as easy to find as they used to be. But thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I actually did this live stream to Twitch too. I'm not really sure. I might have just did a live stream to Twitch for the first time, and it would have been Facebook also, but yeah, for some reason I'm not connecting to Facebook again, so I'm not gonna argue with it. But that's what we have. Didn't come out too bad. Let's take this garbage off here. Let you guys see it without all the stuff in the background. Thank you. Still kind of stuck on that whole color palette, but I like that color palette for right this minute because I'm tired of being frozen. But stream was an afterthought. I just kind of had a right place in there for it, so we kind of put it in there. Just don't overthink them. And you know, we've got our reflections, shadows, etc., etc. They're there, but you don't really pay any attention to them because your eye just wants to see them. So, but that's all we got. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I will see you all again soon. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm gonna go warm up because snow blew it all morning. Broke snowblower, so I had to shovel. And then we got her fixed, I think. So we're gonna go check it and see if we need to use it again. Take care, and I will try to get y'all later. Be well.
See you later on.